sure you're happiest with the win, but the Austin tonight gets the record, keeps going. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, this is Austin's night tonight. It's much deserved, and to finish it with an exclamation point. I think you write it like that. It's pretty good.
What did you say though after the goal?
Just congratulating. I mean, it's. I just told him it's a great accomplishment. I mean, this Leafs organization's been around a long time. A lot of great players. It's pretty special for him to be at the top of that list. You know.
What did you see on the goal that he got? Obviously, he finished it with the exclamation point, but that was a pretty classic Matthews goal as well.
Yeah, power play wore them down, and you know I thought Giordano was outstanding in terms of that sequence. He comes on fresh. Riley gets off. He's tired there. Gets off. Gio comes out fresh. It makes a few really good plays with how he distributes it at the top, and to then just dish it back to Austin. There, gets a goalie moving and creates a real good look. Austin had a lot of shots today, and a lot of shots in the power play, but none really like that. There was a lot where he had the puck, he's attacking downhill, and it's just him and the goalie, from distance, but none really off the pass like that. And that's one that we needed. So it was a great play by Gio to set it up, and Austin's ready for it.
How huge was this road trip, everything considered, including Austin's contributions in Tampa tonight?
Yeah, it's. I mean, this is a tough road trip. I mean, 4 games, and moving around here and coming out to Dallas, to finish it off. It's a good team that's playing good hockey, and they play especially good in this building. They're fighting for their playoff place, and for us, to get 2 points here tonight, it's good. I thought it was a game that we had to be very patient in. We had that sense going in, not unlike when we played in Toronto against them. It took us a while to really get going. They defend really well. They play a very patient game and look to capitalize on your mistakes, which is exactly what they did to get their 2 goals in the third period. But we had to make sure we didn't fall asleep through the amount of offense we had in that second period. And I thought that we did a really good job in that second period of establishing our game, and wasn't easy to get to their net, just the way that they set the game up. But it's a good way to finish off the. It's a difficult road trip here for sure. One that we've been looking at for a while as being one that would be a challenge for us. So to come out of it and not lose in regulation, to pick up 7 points it's a good trip.
Austin and Mitch have both framed the personal success of late in the context of the team. Austin just called tonight a stepping stone to where you guys want to go. How important is it to have that mindset and that they are playing like this and building this momentum heading into obviously what we know comes next?
Yeah, well, I think the best part of what Austin's doing is that he's doing so in a winning environment. And he's doing things to help us win games. The goals, of course, are part of it, but he does so many other things, that help us win games and help us carry play and all of those things. So, our guys are they're focused on being as good a players as they can be with the games that are on the schedule here. But they also know that this team's trying to push to the next level, take a step. So the regular season accomplishments are part of that journey. These are the games you have to play, and they're making them count. But they know what we're building towards.
How do you keep the momentum going into Saturday? I mean, first game back after road trip would be tough. Montreal's kind of had your number lately.
Yeah.
How to keep going?
Well, you know what? I think part of what I've learned in my time in this league is when you have these type of road trips and then you come back home and play. I mean, we're going to stay here tonight and travel back tomorrow, so that we can get a better sleep tonight and all those kind of things, because it is such a quick turnaround. But what I've really learned is in a lot of ways to treat the first game back like it's part of the road trip, actually, because you really don't get to get home. You get to sleep in your bed, and then we get we get our fans, which is great. But in terms of where you're at mentally and the grind of it, you still have to approach it as though you're on the road. In that sense, it's really an extension of it. It's not like you go home and get an off day and really get settled. I mean, I don't know what time we're going to land tomorrow, but it's going to be dinner time basically by the time we get home. And then we're going to wake up, go back to the rink and prepare for a game again. So it's essentially what we do when we play on the road. So from that sense of it, we just got to keep the same type of mentality that we had and how we played here, and get the boost from our fans. I'm sure they're going to welcome Austin back, and it's going to probably feel a lot like what it did when he got 50, and all those kind of things should help us deal with any sort of fatigue that we might be dealing with.